Right, exactly.
Welcome to making the glass cannon.
Yeah, and then it's just the rest of that. As we start, Chris, I don't think you were here for the announcement. I'm going to have probably TJ and Tom start because you guys all got extra feet for your character. And if TJ or Tom would like to start presenting what theirs is, I'll give some time. People can take a look and see what they want to add. Kind of narrow it down. Well,
I took actor. Which
yes, you did take actor.
That's what I did.
And that,
nice.
Oh, that's fine. That's why we're kind of killing some time with people explaining it. So
I can go
TJ actor. I know I had taken that before, but basically, correct me if I'm wrong. You get to basically impersonate any sound sort of thing that you've heard for like at least a minute, like any voice.
Yeah, Kenku, I guess.
I was going to say, is it like the Kenku's mimic ability?
Yeah, so you're skilled in mimicry and dramatics. You gain the following. I get charisma bump, which doesn't put me into the next bracket, but that's fine because the next feat will. And then if I survive that long, well.
No, I was saying right.
Yes. So I went from 18 to 19, so still plus 4.
Yes.
And so you have advantage on charisma, deception, and performance checks. That's like in parentheses, so it's only deception and performance that I have advantage on. Checks while trying to pass yourself off as a different person, specifically. So it's not all of them, it's only when I'm saying I'm someone else. You can mimic the speech of another person or sounds made by another creature. You must have heard that person speaking or heard that creature for at least 1 minute. And a successful insight check, contested by your deception check, allows the listener to determine if it's fake.
Well, that's cool. I do like the idea of you mimicking Tinker, and then Kevin having to listen to 2 Tinkers. That makes me happy.
In the situations needed, yes.
Yeah. When you need 2 robot goblins arguing, you're my boy.
You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy.
No, you're my boy.
You're my boy. Yes, yes. Do you have a bathroom I could crash in? Awesome, thanks.
All right, so Tom and Tinker, what have you got going for featsies?
So last week we talked about a variety of things that would be helpful for Tinker, from crossbow expert to sharpshooter, which is basically like weapon master or reckless attack kind of thing. But I think after weighing them all out and realizing where I am
giant
in progression
weapon
for levels, TJ, what is the thing that it's the minus for the plus?
Giant weapon mastery or something something.
Great weapon.
But it's great weapon. Yeah.
Yes. So sharpshooter is effectively great weapon mastery for ranged weapons. However, it is also a feat that gives you a +1 to dex or something. I think it's dex or something when you take it. And I wanted to hold off on that because the number one problem that I have with Tinker is if he's not using his heavy crossbow and he's using his like lightning launcher, which is just like this kind of Iron Man type like blast that comes out of one of his gauntlets. It's a disadvantage if I'm standing next to somebody. And so Crossbow Master would have reduced that, but it just basically would have set me back, and I want to make sure that I'm better at hitting things, especially if I'm using the crossbow. So I did go with fighting. What the hell was it called? It's called
The fighting style.
Fighting Initiate, which gives you access to any fighting style you want. So I took Archery, which gives me a +2 bonus to attack rolls with ranged weapons, which means that currently, when I shoot with my heavy crossbow, I'm rolling at a +11 to hit. 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm sorry, +10 to hit. And when I'm shooting with my Iron Man blast, that is a +12. And with disadvantage, yeah, sure, it's another chance to roll a 1, but with 2 +12s, I feel like I'm going to be pretty successful with that. So that's why I went with that.
I thought you had a heavy crossbow.
I do have a heavy crossbow, but because I infused it, it becomes a +1 weapon that has no loading penalty to it, which was what lets me fire twice with it.
And as a goblin, it's not excuse me, it's not heavy for your small stature.
I have access to
Did that take that away too?
So
Am I going to ask this every week?
So no. So I think we did talk about it, and I have access to firearms, but it's an optional rule per your discretion. And because I have access to things that could explode, like a shotgun or a rifle, it made sense that I could just use a heavy crossbow. But last week I seem to think I argued enough that you were like, I just don't want to talk about this anymore. It's fine. But if you're going to tell me I can't, then I can't. But that's why I'm using it.
No, so I'm just making sure that you're proficient, and because the loading stuff obviously takes care of it. But I thought we were talking because I thought you weren't proficient with the heavy crossbow. That's why I was saying just like the light crossbow would have been a D8, yeah. But it was like a +10 instead of the other guy.
Just want to go back and
firearms and simple weapons.
Yeah, because
crossbow is a simple weapon. I don't know. It doesn't have it here, but it is heavy.
Yeah, if you had something that you took that out, or is it just that you don't have? Is it a martial weapon?
It is a ranged weapon, martial crossbow, heavy loading.
That's
ranged,
probably what it is.
Yep. There's one thing that I think might give me my usage of this, and that is, oh shit, what is it? It is, my infusions. Propulsion armor. Nope, that's not it. It's repeating shot. The magic weapon grants the magic of this grants a weapon a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. When it's used to make ranged attack, and it ignores the loading property if it has it. If you load no ammunition in the weapon, it produces its own automatic critting.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Item. A simple or martial weapon with the ammunition property requires attunement.
Okay.
So what my thought is that if I'm attuned to it, I'm good with it. But if not, and I have disadvantage with it, then I will roll with disadvantage until such time as I become proficient with it.
I mean, you don't have disadvantage, or do I think you just, or because it's heavy, maybe you'll have disadvantage with this heavy too. Shit, I can't remember everything.
Using a weapon you're not proficient.
Yeah, but I think heavy itself is the key here.
A character can use a weapon they're not proficient in, and the main effect is that they wouldn't get their proficiency bonus.
Right. But then heavy, when you're small.
Small creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls with heavy weapons. A heavy weapon's size and bulk makes it too large for small creatures to use effectively.
All right, so what are we talking for a penalty then? Is it disadvantage and no...
yeah, right now... Like right now, you're sitting at a +7.
Well, no. So right now with my, it's actually more than that because on my sheet it says a +7, but that is
Yes.
my proficiency and my dexterity.
But it's
The
not your
feat-
proficiency.
But it's
You're
not my
proficient.
proficiency. So
Right.
my I'm sorry. The weapon would be a +1, and then
Yep.
so
It already has that.
Plus your dex, plus your feet.
Didn't need
So
to
you're at
roll it.
7.
So it would be
you don't-
looking
4,
at it.
2, 1, 6, 7. So it would be a +7. So it is a +7. Okay.
Yeah.
And then with the, and so you grab the feet. So is that the 2 are already added to that? It looks like.
That's the 2. I'm sorry. I apologize. How are you seeing the ads? Because when I'm holding over the thing, it's just.
I'm not currently. I'm just trying to figure that out because it's your 4 dex, 2 for your feet, brings it to 6, and then the +1 for you having infused it.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So okay. So my heavy crossbow then will stay at a 7, but my Iron Man blast is going to increase by 2, and so that will be a +11 to hit. But that will be with disadvantage.
+9.
Yeah, I think it's already at +9.
Well, it was a plus. No, it was a +9 last time, wasn't it? Or
I don't know how you're getting. 11.
or maybe it is. Wait, so 4, 7,
Plus
8,
two
9.
more
No,
if
it
you're
is.
iron.
Oh no, it works. It works. This works. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Infiltrator, armor, lightning launcher, +8. Lightning launcher, dex, +9.
So you can either use strength or dex to use the lightning launcher, and so that's what the sort of not strength. What is it? I have to go back and look at
Your
it. Lightning
spell save or
launcher.
something.
Intelligence? Because that's the only one that's just one below.
It says a gem-like note appears on one of your armored fists or on the chest. Your choice. It counts as a simple ranged weapon with normal range of 90
Yeah.
feet and long range 300 feet. Deals
If you
1d6
click on,
damage.
it's got stat, int.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's either
Yeah.
my and because my dex is better, intelligence
Yeah.
or dex. Okay, yep, you're right. Sorry. Okay. All right, cool.
But yeah, no,
So-
I had said this, but I mean, if you want to go with that heavy crossbow, it'll be with disadvantage. But light crossbow, you'd be able to get. I mean, you'd be at +10 right now.
Yeah,
with
but
that.
it's the damage. It's just the damage that
Yep.
I'm sticking with. So
That's fine.
I'll stick with it for right now.
Fif-
Because-
15% chance just right off the bat. Forget about the
I'm just saying
disadvantage, but that's fine.
Like, I am
gotta-
not.
D10
I
versus
am,
D8.
I am
Wait,
not.
You
I
have
am
to
not.
be aware of what you equip too, because you can't use your shield at the same time that you have your heavy.
No, I
crossbow.
know. The other thing. What was it? There was one other thing that I was going to bring up. Oh, I have the list of items that I've crafted as well. That I'm not. I can share with you, or I can just hold back until the situations arise where I use them.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure
They're
we'll likely
they're
do
literally
that.
on a list of items that you can craft. They're not. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not pulling stuff out of thin air with this.
Yeah, it's not TJ's game.
So all right, but if I'm using the heavy crossbow, I'm firing that with disadvantage. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Until such point as I take a feat that takes that away. Okay. And
Yes.
also, my dex is currently sitting at a 19. So when I do level up to get a feat, or if Tinker survives that long, my plan is to take one that gives that +1 to dex to get it up to a 5.
All right. So, do we have feat options from the other people yet? Not to put pressure. Do you guys have any thoughts on what you are doing? Narrowing it down at all?
I've got it narrowed down to a couple.
Yeah.
I have like 6 written down right now.
So what have you guys seen, and what are you trying to do with your characters as you see those a little bit?
Well, I like alert
Yep.
because I get a +5 bonus to initiative. And I also like if I was to be faced off with a rogue, they wouldn't gain advantage on any attack rolls against me for them being unseen. So they can't use my own shit against me, right? Cool. And I can't be surprised while I'm conscious.
Ew, excuse me, young man. I was born in the shadows.
Exactly. But then there's also Charger. So when I use the dash action, which I can use dash as a bonus action, I can use a bonus action to make one melee weapon attack or a shove. And then I get a +5 bonus to the damage roll.
Okay.
And then there's the mobile. Actually, there's a dungeon delver. So that's totally in line with my character. I get advantage on wisdom and intelligence for perception and investigation. Resistance against the damage dealt by traps. Advantages for detecting the presence of secret doors. And advantage on saving throws made to avoid or resist traps. And traveling at a fast pace doesn't impose the normal -5 penalty.
Did you take Dungeon Delver?
No, that's what I'm considering.
Oh, so Tinker took that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I took it. I like it a lot.
Do you think, Tinker, that you're going to be the one disarming a lot of traps?
No. But I don't want to get hit by them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, okay. Wait. To be fair, I do have a high intelligence, and
so you can.
So if it's an intelligence, check,
absolutely not.
Wait. If it's a sleight of hand check, I'm really good. If it's an intelligence check, I'm a little less good, but pretty good too. So I'm thinking,
Gotcha.
My investigation is a +6, and my sleight of hand is a +7. So I feel like maybe.
I mean, yeah, both good.
Yeah, he's like,
maybe there's something I can get from this. I want it.
Okay. Cool. Good to know. So yeah, mobile, savage attacker, skulker, tough, defensive duelist. Those are all ones I'm considering.
So, some of the things, like Charger, basically, it's something that it gives you the ability to use an attack on your turn, which as a rogue you would already have your bonus action spent. Now you could bring it down, but also, I mean, at that point you're just kind of doing an attack. It does kind of give you that a little bit, but I mean, it does give the +5, but it's very situational, I would say. I mean, I'm not saying don't do it. It's just, like, that sounds like it's something where it's just like, yeah, I mean, you kind of get that, where it's like, if you think of, like, a fighter who is just like, I'm just trying to get into the battle. I dash, and then I had to use my action to dash.
Exactly.
But at least I can still tackle this guy. But you'll be dashing in there anyway. Just being like, oh, well, zoop, zoop, zoop.
Right.
Bonus, stab.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yes, so I was seeing that the only real benefit that I get from that is that +5 to damage.
Right. Chris, how about you? You got anything good that's sticking out?
When it's sticking out, he doesn't mean for it to be sticking out.
Well, watch out. Sometimes those get chopped off.
It's completely accidental and unintended.
All limbs and else within the vehicle at all times.
Okay, Kevin, I have a suggestion that I just read. And so I understand that I'll have disadvantage on the heavy crossbow.
Yeah.
And that I can't use proficiency, but maybe using my tinker's tools, I figured out how to make it proficient. But on a nat 1, I'm knocked backwards in a direction you choose, and I have to make a dex save or be knocked prone.
I don't hate it.
Especially since I'm rolling disadvantage to use this weapon.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Make it 5.
This,
25% chance.
this is TJ putting coins for me to
TJ,
open
I'm
the pouch for Sheriff of Nottingham.
Just saying, I'm playing on your team right now. Just saying.
I would just like to see it happen more often. You're like, shit, I'm on the ground again. And I'm still. Oh,
Boom. Like I imagine I've had to have seen it somewhere, but I can't think of any time in particular where it's just like a little guy gets like a gun or something and then just gets blasted. You know, just like with the shotgun or something. He just shoots it and then he goes flying back 10 feet.
Blowing backwards, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
where, you might want it to be more. You might want it to be a 5% chance because you're like, oh no, I'm a step. If I was just a little bit further away,
So long, boys.
I could be out of your range, and then you run and you're like, oh no, they're just gonna catch up to me and hit me next turn. But you're like, what? But
wait a
what if
minute.
I was 5 feet further back? And you turn and you shoot and you go 5 feet backwards. Now they can't
Land on your ass.
Wait a
But
minute,
just out of reach.
I've got an
range,
idea.
they have disadvantage.
At the start of every combat, Kevin rolls a d4 and doesn't tell me what that d4 is. And if I roll a 1, 2, 3, or 4 as my worst roll with the heavy crossbow, this takes effect.
Possibly. All right. So we'll let you guys continue thinking on the feats. I'll continue thinking on what we're doing with this because I kind of like that. So it might be something where it's just like if I rolled a 3 on a d20, on a d20.
No, that's not what I said.
So I roll a d20, and then if you roll less than that, you're knocked on your ass. Too bad I got a crit, you idiot. So, and you're down again. And you're down again. You suck today because I got a crit. What was I doing? What was I saying? We're moving on. Feats. Think about them. They aren't set in stone. So if you want to grab one, play around with it. It's something where it's just like, hey, actually I don't like this. If it becomes something where you're using it all the time and it's just like, oh, actually, let's change for this situation. It's just like, well, no.
No.
TJ gets that with actor, all right? I already gave him the ability to change whatever he fucking wants at a drop of a hat and a cast of a disguised self. So, but no, like you can play around with stuff if it's like, oh, this isn't at all what I thought it was gonna be. Can I go here? It's like, sure. Not too big a deal. But with that being said, where we left off and then did not pick up and are picking up now, fumble, it was you guys had just finished off the bandits. You didn't fight a giant ape or an ogre zombie or something. You only fought these bandits in real life. And as you were finishing up combat, you guys were saying we would like to, I heard, gather, and I heard loot.
Loot! Yes, loot!
Yeah. I definitely have something I want to do with these bodies, but we should for sure loot them first.
Tinker
But
immediately
first we
just
have to
runs through
pile them up and pour gasoline on them. I have something I want to do with these
That's what I
bodies.
wanted to
I'm
do.
not going to tell you what it is, but I
How
hope
did
they're
you know?
flammable.
Am I that transparent?
Well, kind of.
But Tinker immediately runs to the first
Yes, you're
body
disappearing.
and just yells,
Mine! Mine!
and then just runs over that way.
This one. All right, so you guys are you gathering the bodies?
Well, I'm looking.
Okay.
They might have a Pop-Tart. Or some pocket bologna.
All right, give me an investigation.
Will do.
Is everyone gonna be searching?
Yes.
That's not a good start.
I'd like to.
All right, you're knocked on your ass.
Oh, no!
Oh, by the way,
You're 5 feet back on your ass.
I found this out today, and I'm just going to share this for people who have not memorized the control or shift clicking for rolling in D&D Beyond. If you right-click on any stat, it comes up and it says roll with advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah.
So you don't have to remember that anymore, and I just found that out.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, Dolan.
No, don't say shut up. Jesus, Tom.
Good job.
You
Tom.
give her shit. No. What you're supposed to do is say, oh, fucking thanks for the goddamn hint. Oh, you knew that? Where was that fucking help? A month ago. See, you can go to self. Oh, cool. Anyway. So, anyone who is digging through pockets, give me an investigation.
I mean, I'd move to another body.
All right. So, where is the little old lady?
He's right.
Oh, right there on the stairs. Right. Oh, it's funny. Tom, that guy, no wonder you couldn't get anything from that guy. He's up on the roof.
I was jumping. But I'm in heavy armor.
Yeah, I mean, I do think of artificers with 10 strength for their jumping prowess. It was the heavy armor that was the issue. Everything else was in your favor.
Green Goblins can't jump. It's a great film.
Keone, you find 5 silver in this guy's pockets, and I mean, you guys are able to find some like basic stuff. He's got like a dagger, if you want it. Some basic weapons.
The leader. I was going to wherever the leader was at.
Okay, he is down. Yeah, down
in my eye. He's dead. I remember somebody.
Yes.
All right.
I'd be there with you, even though I'm horrified of you.
What?
I'd be following from a safe distance.
Why
but
are you horrified of me?
I am.
There's nothing to be scared of, dearie.
Just help me burn these bodies. You just have to do it.
I haven't even brought that up yet.
Oh, you guys have been working together, so I mean.
I traditionally have a bonfire.
Which,
has anyone found any AOL discs or anything like that?
It's interesting that he continues to work with you, but it's better to be seated at the right hand of the devil, however she looks with her evil pies, than to be in her path. When the pies start coming for you, I mean, that's why Nepter was created.
Yes. I wouldn't be searching the body. I'd be more concerned with trying to figure out if this is just a low gang, or if they work for the remnant of the
I want to know who they work
Of the
for.
old
Yeah.
gang, or yeah.
By the time Tinker reaches the third body, the first one he couldn't reach because he couldn't jump up. Second body found a dagger and was like,
I have one of those.
and walks over to the third body and is like,
I wonder if they have any marks.
All right. So what do we got for a name? Keone. Keone, you go as you are investigating. You find, because Tinker, you didn't find anything, and then you found like 5 silver on those 2 bandits each, so 10 silver.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that was Tinker. Keone, as you go to the bandit captain, you find 10 gold, and you find a mark that, like, it's like a piece of cloth that has like a mark on it, and you know that is the mark of, hold on, let me make sure, the Goiden.
Oh, okay. Oh, really? Not who I would have suspected. This one has the mark of Goiden, I say up to... Wait,
I'm
what
over
exactly?
here.
No, I know, but in actuality, TJ's character, you still look like Tinker, right?
What?
no,
No,
he
not
looks like-
Tinker.
no, he definitely doesn't look like
Not
Tinker.
yet. Again, that's a maybe
Who
in the
did-
future as needed.
Unfortunately, I can be a tall Tinker.
Louis Cypher.
Well, I thought...
Oh,
Oh, that's right. You
I
changed
can't
yourself.
really change. I can't
Lucifer.
alter myself, but
Okay.
when I become Tinker, I will be tall Tinker. That will be my name.
To
Okay,
Tinker.
but right now you look like Lucifer.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't actually know who you are. I don't know if you're Lucifer or if you are who you are.
If I would drop the act, I'd still say that I'm Saint Louis. And if I put the Saint in there, you're like, oh, it's this clown.
Okay. This clown. Yeah, so I pop my head up to you and let you know that this one has the mark of Goiden.
That's unfortunate. That's who we were leaning towards.
And I take the cloth with the mark on it, and I pocket it, and of course pocket the 10 gold without being
I
said.
wonder what this body has on it.
All right. So, Tinker, you're able to find the same sort of stuff. 5 silver, dagger, nothing really impressive. Some picture sort of thing, something that was just, drawn out, but it's more, looks maybe sentimental or something.
Oh, I'll take that.
Okay. What is everyone doing? Where you gathering? I assume based on the fact that the bandit captain's out the furthest. Are you gathering the bandit captain?
I'm gonna look at this body.
His
Dad.
body?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him to. I'm not that strong. And I'm gonna ask them to.
I'm busy.
To gather, the bandit captain, to gather the bandits in the center of the square. Pile them up.
I got bodies to look at. I realize I can't get that other one. It's too high.
It's that's another 5 silver. And a dagger. Potentially some plates off of, some studs off of the leather if you want it.
The daggers themselves, they're not like special in any way, right? Like they don't
No.
seem to have any saving. They're just daggers. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So Tinker collects the money And maybe on this last one, he collects like some of the rivets and the studs from the armor and just puts them into a pocket. And
Well, I could probably use this for something. All right. Hey, anybody else feeling really beat up? Just asking.
Yeah.
Healthy as a horse over here.
Shut up, old lady. I mean, I'm sorry. What?
We'll kill him. That's true.
Right.
It's gonna happen.
She's the one that's just by far the most feared. All right, let's gather these guys.
She's the one who knocks.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, not wrong.
So how many of us are there? We're still considering Mike as part of the group, right? Because he hasn't said he's not. So
Yeah.
we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. So Tinker will say,
well, it's nice not being dead with everyone. So here's the take.
and he hands everybody 4 silver. So everybody gets 4 silver.
What are you? Holy shit.
We have to figure out this gold thing. 4 silver.
Why does everybody get 4 silver?
I had collected 20, and 20 divided by 5 is 4. It's basic math. I don't know if you know that or not, but it's basic math.
I see a swirly in your future.
That
I
seems
see
awfully.
I see an Iron Man blasting your asshole, buddy. I see what you're saying.
Awfully philanthropic to you.
I'm not feeling great. Took a shitload of damage. I'm sorry, I took a goblin load of damage.
I don't know if
You're not
that's
feeling
better.
great, but you are feeling.
Feeling sassy. I'm sassy and gassy.
and
I was gonna say philanthropic, but it's fine.
And as you say that, he just goes,
Oh, excuse me.
all right,
God,
so
this is
yeah, you guys are, thieves and spies and assassins, or something of the sort. But you are working together. You'll cut others' throats, but ideally not each other's. And you're working towards a different goal.
we did say last week.
So I like
or
that.
Maybe it was the week before that our team is known as RAR.
Yep.
Correct. We did all agree on that. Yes. And so
No,
with
we all didn't, but okay. It's
Well,
I'm gonna have to kill
we
this
haven't had a majority from another
so-
name yet.
You and TJ made it happen. So
well, I think TJ threw it out. And
really
nobody said anything different.
undeniable.
So Tinker was
And you
like,
kept
"All right,
using
we're
it in
doing this."
sentences.
We're doing this now. All right, let's do it.
Right. It was all the gifs that really sold
Tinker
it.
practically made entrance music for
If
Raw.
you don't, you don't share that gold you found, we're gonna come up with a different name, and it's called "We Kill Old Ladies." Fast.
Okay, well, I, very kindly pass out 1 gold to each
You very
party
kindly
member.
pass out. You are old.
so
So everybody gets a gold.
Wait a minute.
What? You weren't in his pockets, man. Get off my back.
I could totally do a sense motive or something.
You could.
Insight.
You want to go for it?
Doing it. Oh shit! You're fucked.
Let's focus on the Goiden.
Damn it.
What do you guys think we should do with them?
I think this old lady should give us a fair share first. Then we should go pay this Gordon a visit.
Tinker, you are a bold one.
Well, you go first.
You think we should give Gordon a visit?
Well, what? All right. Well, here's another thought. What if we find out who?
They were literally trying to kill us.
No. Well, wait. What if the Gordon's having problems with someone else? Maybe we could.
Are you guys... Sorry. While this is happening, are you guys standing around or are you gathering bodies?
I am not gathering bodies.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Tinker
All right,
is not
so-
gathering bodies either.
Alright, so...
Definitely.
Well,
Actually,
if nobody's gathering bodies, then I'm not passing out fucking gold.
That's
What?
fine.
oh, then Tinker immediately takes his 2 silver back from you. He's like,
Give me that silver back.
Oh, you're gonna have to slide. You're gonna have to slide a hand that.
I'm gonna stab you
It's
in the
already-
face.
It's already put away.
Crossbow.
Matter of fact,
Crossbow in
Tinker.
the face.
Guess what, Tinker? If you collect all these bodies and put them in a pile, I'll give you the 10 fucking gold I found.
Why? Also, I'm not strong. You may not have noticed this, but I'm not
We're
strong.
the same size. Fuck.
We're literally little.
God damn it! When is our DM
Watching
gonna
all
let
the
us find
small
a belt
creatures
of
gather
giant
bodies.
strength? Fucking dicks.
As me and Lucifer
Mm-hmm.
just kind of
Give
watch.
me some more gold. Please. I said it. Please.
Okay, you got 2 gold. We
Oh,
have
thank you. I
there's
appreciate it.
5 of us, right? There's 5 of us. 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4, 5. Yes. Everybody gets 2 gold, and I ask nicely for these bodies to be gathered into a pile in the center of the square. I can't do it myself.
I'm
We're
not
gonna
saying
burn them?
no, but I want to know why.
Yes, I want to burn them. I want to
Well-
send a message.
What, to the fucking townsfolk? They're gonna be horrified. I mean, I
What?
think we should leave.
The townsfolk know where they live. It's not the first time they've seen a pile of burned bodies.
Wait, I've got a better idea. What if we just take the head of this guy, the guy you just took all that money off of, gave me some, so thank you, and we put that somewhere that Gordon hang out, with a big, like, fuck you, Gordon message.
You know? You make a good point. We can make the property values go down.
Are you saying
Sure.
because I'm small I can't make a good point? What the fuck?
Hmm?
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 What did you say?
What?
Huh?
Oh, you bitch.
He's saying that you're smallest.
That's
Tinker
strange.
just starts cursing to himself in Goblin.
Friggin' Jeffrey, throw it to Robinson.
And I
what is
understand you.
Lucifer doing during this as well?
Laughing at the chaos.
Alright. Are you
Well,
are you still up on that
Laughing
roof?
silently?
Or did you come down?
I came down.
Okay.
Came down off the roof.
Also, I'm still pretty fucking hurt. Just saying.
We don't have any healers. You know this.
I don't. I'm
We
just
literally,
asking.
we've been
I
like,
ask every time.
That's not entirely
Walking.
true.
we've been working together for however long, and the only person who
one
can
of
heal
one of the blue guys over here says they can do it.
literally never healed anyone. Not one of
Well,
us.
no,
not
you just
one time.
This isn't news.
We
Even
always
though-
have to take a long rest.
I don't. No, wait. Hey.
Even
you
though this was
really
the
wanna
first
take
actual
down
fight,
this-
we've been working together for a while. How have you not noticed the no heals?
Yeah, exactly.
I've been busy.
We have been working
Literally-
together for 6 months.
I've been really busy. Tinker takes a lot out of you.
I've got no
That's not entirely true. I
memory
don't
space
know.
left.
I don't know where this no healing came from.
Oh, see?
Tinker nudges Keone.
He says something about healing. What do you got, blue guy?
Louie.
I'm just waiting for somebody who really needs it.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you noticed this, but some of my guts are hanging out. Just saying.
Well, that's just because you're small. Here's a shoelace.
You son of a bitch!
I told you he's never healed you.
There have never been heals. No one said.
Hey, don't give him money. Give it to
So
me.
are we gathering bodies or are we staking ahead?
We're taking ahead. Let's go. Ow.
I mean, St. Louis, what were you? You were in agreement to staking the head?
I honestly don't really care.
St. Louis.
Yeah, not Louis Seifert. I know Louis
Staking.
Seifert doesn't care.
Or
Staking.
staking the head.
In a strategic location.
To send a message even.
Yeah.
Tinker walks up to the body and points
Okay.
his like, oh shit! What's Iron Man's blast called? The
Lightning. rod.
Kapewy pew shot.
no, it's like a pulse. It's something pulse. I can't remember. But anyways, he walks up and he just goes, "Boosh!" and like blows the neck out, so the head's released, and he's like,
And I got it.
Hmm. That's like my favorite job is decapitation. I'm so good at it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want to pay me for the head? It's cool.
No.
Ah,
I just go around, I'll decapitate everybody else and leave their
I
heads
think we
next to
should
their
leave.
body.
Listen. I think we've 4 or 5 people.
It's all right.
enough
It's already
to really
done.
go fuck with us.
I've already done it. It's already been finished.
Oh,
I'm
you
that
move
fucking
it
quick.
like we'll see it around. Shut up.
No,
All right.
I have that feet
No,
now
that's-
that gives me 10 extra feet around.
Oh, you moving 4 feet now? Yeah, you're old. Move. Let's go.
Super agile.
So, if you actually want to do that, that's fine. As you're coming in, kind of to the alleyway. No, get over here. This way.
This is you.
No, you get back there right now, Keone. You're not out.
You hear.
What? What do I hear?
I'm surprised that no one put together the fact that could have been planted, and you hear that coming from above you, and you see this person.
"Oh shit! Oni masked Gerald."
The cloth of Goyden, that could have been planted?
Yeah, let me move her.
Wait! I just want to say this. So Tinker looks up, but doesn't see anything.
Right.
And then has to look way up because he's so small that he has to look way up, and he's like,
Oh, shit. Who the hell are you?
Tom, did you get what I gave you?
"Herpes?
8 heals.
Wow.
No, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Hold on. But I will take the 8 heals. Thank you."
Sorry. Just in
Just
this
remember
character
that you
so
said
much.
that the next time you want something.
Right.
Just in this character. Oh, that felt really good, thanks. Also, who the hell are you?
So, yes, that cloth could have been placed by anyone, or could have been given to them with a fake promise.
That's true, but it sounds
Yeah.
like you know. It sounds like you know more than we know. So who are you? I say again. Also, is that a back scratcher or you got a sword in your butt?
Nice
This is Tinker.
daggers.
Yeah, the kunai knives are
But,
awesome.
You know, he's part of our party.
Yeah.
Sir. But, you know, there can be negotiations.
We can negotiate Tinker out. It's fair. It's fair.
I've been negotiating a muzzle for a long time, but
I'll
somehow
have you
he's
shut
slippery.
your mouth. No.
Yes, see, he understands what's trying to happen here. We're trying to get him to shut his mouth,
Doesn't
but
work.
no,
See, I
We're
don't
working
think-
on
I
it.
don't think
The-
a muzzle is necessarily going to work. You need a ball gang.
it's the armor that really gets in the way because it's effective for him taking a lot more hits rather than us. But
Sounds like you have some insight into this.
well, to thank you for protecting our turf, I would invite you to come and join at some point in the future.
Join who? Where?
What is your
What?
turf? This place?
Notice that she still has avoided the "Who are you?" question.
Yes,
Join
I did see that. I did see that. I heard.
Saw it or you heard it?
Shut up.
Does Tinker have schizophrenia?
Oh, I don't want to talk about it. I just have to use the bathroom. If I kill people, I'll do it in the bathroom.
You're really needy. You need stuff all the time.
Shut up.
You need the gold I found. You need healing. Now you need
I
to
want a
piss.
muffin in the bathroom. That's what I need.
You need to constantly talk.
Yes. Can't stop.
Yes, I am Farla from the Noonarim. And so everyone give me a history check.
Can I use insight on her as well?
Yes, but
That's a good call.
Me too. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Oh, come on, do it! All right, that's cool. I'll settle for that.
okay. So, let's see. A couple of you did well enough for history.
Oh,
The
shit.
fact... So you guys are currently approximately here. Just so you know, we did kind of figure out you guys were coming from elsewhere. Excuse me. And heading through this kind of area to the Resty Sailor, which is the tavern that you frequent, and you feel comfortable in that area. Now, her saying that... Alright, let's see. Tinker, I think Tinker, you are the one who's going to recognize this. Because her saying that they are that it's the Noonarim that she comes and represents, and where you currently are standing, for her to claim that it's their turf is
Like a
outside of where you thought things were, and it might be a bold statement having that be the case, because where you are aware of the Noonarim more kind of in that area. Like, this is more of where
kind of the west side, kind of.
Yeah, like that kind of. Oh, is it not? I'm on the wrong. Am I not? Why is it not showing?
So what you just did, we look like we're on the right side of the map, and you're pointing to the left side of the map. So if north is up, we're on the east side, and you're pointing to the west side.
Yeah, it's not showing up on this one for some reason. I don't know why.
I mean, I'm seeing arrows. I am seeing arrows.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it on my other screen where I try and see what the players can see. So if anything's wrong, it's just like, oh, need to fix that. Whoops. So yeah, the fact that their kind of base of operations is more over that way is kind of big, because you've got the Theodar, who are based more up in this area, and kind of the has
northeast.
down here. This is where they're like most powerful, but like it was kind of assumed that like this area was theirs.
In the Theodar territory.
So
yeah.
I would say, like, if I realized that, I would throw it out there and be like,
so masked one, it seems like you might be overstepping your bounds, because I would think we're in Theodar territory. as opposed to Noonerin, unless you have something to say otherwise.
We, the Noonerem, are much stronger than the Theodar, and we will be taking over shortly.
Sounds like you drank the Kool-Aid. I like cool.
Like that.
So tell me this, before you say anything else. 1, what is your real name? 2nd, what is your favorite color? And 3rd, what about the Goyden?
Sorry,
What about the Goyden?
it's the wrong voice.
What makes you think that this, and I pull out the cloth, was planted?
Hold on 1 second. Alright.
Chick is not very
Oh no,
loud.
the music stopped. Oh
No,
no!
it just switched a little bit. That was for the city. Okay, so first, my real name is Farla, and I do represent the Noonerem. And as far as where these men got that potentially false marking, it could be anywhere, but it's such a basic ploy. And it seems like someone would rather you be out of the picture, potentially aiming your efforts where they are not needed.
I would nudge. I'm now super confused. Which one of us is the Lucifer and the other one is the Saint Lucifer?
Exactly.
Yeah. So whoever's closest to me, and I don't know who that is, I'm gonna
Wink.
nudge them and be like,
Wink generally switches in and out, like around too, so it's not even just like you're standing next to one, but then he's suddenly like shifted up right in between anyway. It's just like, no, I was holding his hand.
I don't know if this is.
But
a
then
roll or
you're
not,
just holding
but
both of their hand on either side. It's like, come on.
Whoever's closest to Tinker, Tinker's gonna look to them and be like,
I think you should ask them, or her, or they, what they think our place is. It might let us gauge where we should go next. Oh, so sorry, I had some pocket bologna.
Yeah, you seem to have that a lot.
It's the best.
I make
"You
a
want
lot
some
of
pocket
it.
bologna?" He pulls out some pocket bologna. It's very green. There's some flies on it. Offers it to you.
You say rations, I say
And-
forgotten meat.
What exactly are you doing here, Farla?
After news of a commotion reached my ears, I had to come over and see what was going on. It seems the issue at hand has been sorted.
I'm sorry.
As
I
you-
just love how the little old lady is fucking rooftop. She's like,
I can't
Yeah.
carry bodies.
no, I'm on a roof.
Yeah.
Oh, two totally different skills. First off, let's not even try to compare them. I can move my own body where the fuck it needs to go. I'm very agile.
So, are you here to offer us a job? Or are we just gonna sit here and fart in the wind for a while? Because I have to fart, sorry, excuse me.
Yes. Ones of your stature could
That's for little
prove
people jokes! Are you serious?
a stature not in and you can make an insight check. You can still be insulted, but it meant of your place in this city and everything like that. Not so much physical stature. But for ones of your prowess, stature, different words, maybe different things, there could be a place for you at the Noonarim.
Not too familiar with the Noonarim. What exactly is your vision of the future?
If you wish to find out, come tomorrow to the library in the west. And so she'll kind of give you guys, and you guys know enough about the city and everything.
We know where the Western Library is.
Oh,
Yes.
I know where it is. They don't make
So-
it clear on the pages.
Let me get a marker.
You get very upset.
Can
Oh,
we
no, I can
start
just-
marking with the different territories of where we think they are? It's the
Yes.
Idar that are up.
The Thedar was northeast, kind of on the border of them right now, is what he was saying.
So it's like I'm just
The right wing.
it's not great.
Looks like there's really kind of 4 separate sections to the city anyway. Right wing, left wing, south and north.
Theodore.
The area that we're in right now, that marketplace, is that sort of neutral territory, or are we in Theodore territory?
Like this is kind of, it's not exact, but just kind of around here. You're right around Theodore territory. It's kind of like an area where there's not really like a specific answer for, you know, is that part of their territory sort of thing. I wanted to have gray, but it doesn't really show up at all. Let's go with white. Yeah. But you guys are more used to seeing generally Theodore around. It's not something where there's a lot like that sort of stuff. This actually goes over here.
Just a quick question, because I don't know if it was asked and I just jumped back in. The prior power, the Perunti, I think it was Perunti.
Yep.
Were they located in like the dock district in the center, or were they just over everything?
They were over everything. I mean, they had control of everything, which is why things are very kind of meh.
Okay. Is there? And then I also had a note from the last time we played, saying the ale and nail. Was that somewhere, or was that something, or is that just a note I made that had no reference?
Ale and nail. I'm wondering if that was kind of just one of the names we were tossing out around for the bar.
For like the crew. Oh, the bar. Okay, all right. I
but
had
it's
it, and I just wanted to make sure it wasn't something I had not written down. So
yeah. So that is over to the east of where you are. So she explains that about coming to the Western Library. Actually, when next the moon is full, which is in, you guys know, is 3 days.
Did I label these correctly? Noonarim.
Yes.
In the west.
Yep.
Okay.
So does that mean we have 3 days of downtime before we meet?
Potentially. So you guys, before anything else happens, I guess kind of what are you guys looking to do? Because you're still here. She goes to, she just goes to leave. And also, you guys were heading to your bar. It's kind of getting to be night. What are you guys looking to do?
I'd like to go back and rest. Maybe have a drink and then rest.
Have we been like staying at different places? We don't really have an apartment or anything like that, right? It's kind of like we just pay rent for the bar room.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you guys have been staying here for a good while at this point. So everything that's been happening has been happening over the past like 2 months. You guys have been working here for, I mean, like I just kind of threw out 6 months. So I think we can kind of go with that, where you guys have been working together for like 6 months, and the upheaval kind of started coming like 2 months ago. But like nothing's real. It's all there. There's a lot of tension. Things are being decided, and you see a lot of different soldiers of different factions is the word I was looking for, especially where you guys are. You're in much closer to Theodar territory where you're staying, and you've been staying there. It hasn't been an issue. You've heard whispers of, you know, this and that and things happening, and that's why you guys know what's going on.
On our way back to the Resty Sailor, is there a metal shop or something I could stop in and just buy some material, because I have an idea that I want to start working.
So that wouldn't be as much around here. It would be more kind of towards the area of like the docks and like the merchant area, like more around there. You feel like.
So in the as we walk back.
Actually, no. You would know. It's you know, there's blacksmiths along the dock, and then like one here.
Okay, so I think we're back on the fight map that we were on, so I don't know where you're pointing, but
yeah, no, you wouldn't, because you're back on the fight map.
Yeah, but that said, I think that if there wasn't something
nice
at, and we're walking back to the Rusty Sailor, Tinker would say,
"So, I guess we've got a few days to kill, but I have some purchases I'd like to make, because I think I can make myself better if I have the time to do it."
Oh, thank God. You finally getting the ball gag.
Shut up! Ball gag, you butt!
That'll help. When my Crohn's acts up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, my crowns. It's my crowns again.
It's my crowns. My phlebitis is flaring up.
My phlebitis is making me flabs everywhere.
But yes, he's gonna say these things.
So I don't know what we're gonna do, but I've got some stuff I want to buy. Need to get some metal, some other stuff, so I can come back here and make the things I need to make.
Yeah, let's do it.
So at this point in the day, you know that I'm sorry, it's later in the day, so you wouldn't they wouldn't be open for business, the blacksmiths, at that point.
Oh, well, God
Just
damn it.
I mean, you know that. Sorry, I'm not.
Morning.
Yes, you can head there.
I'm saying, listen, we don't have a plan for a couple days, so
Sorry, wait.
we don't have a plan for a couple days, so this is what I want to do tomorrow. God, let's get a drink. All right, let's go.
Yeah, please.
You want to get a drink tomorrow?
No.
Oh, you know what?
Actually,
Bring you guys.
after he throws a temper tantrum and like smoke comes out of his little ears,
Little ears.
he does come up to your character, Chris, who, after you speak, realizes is the real Satyr. And he goes,
Look, I can only make so many of these, but I do appreciate you helping me out, making me not close to dead. So here.
and he puts in your hand a stone that is like it looks like a normal rock. Like it looks like a piece of like granite or slate or something, but it's been cut to a variety of angles, almost like it's like a diamond. He goes,
If you squeeze this and say the right word, it'll produce light. You can throw it wherever you want. It'll show things. So, here. I'm sorry that I'm not more helpful sometimes, and I know I get mad. So, whatever. But here. Ah!
and he walks away. But he has handed you a light stone in thanks for the healing that you provided him.
Be right back.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Shut up. Whatever.
And in the meantime, you guys have arrived at the bar. I just have to run to the bathroom. Be right back.
I do really love the idea that Chris's character says thanks, and that then Tinker just gets mad. Walks away.
Oh,
Like Gollum when he's slighted.
Not even slighted. Like he's like it's just that it's the most nice transaction of all times. Like it's like, hey, you helped me out. Here's the thing to say thank you for helping me, and it just turns into this really awkward like. I do really like the flower boxes outside of the bar that we stay at.
I planted them.
I don't know if that's true.
It's true.
I don't know if that's true.
Ask the barkeep. I really did.
I'm pretty sure you're threatening to kill them. That's why they'd say it.
But that being said, so like Tinker, Kevin ran away, but like Tinker has access to Tinker tools, which means that if there's a problem and I can come up with a reasonable solution for it, I'm gonna start to make those things. And so one of the biggest problems Tinker has right now is that like he uses a crossbow that can blow him off his butt, and I'm gonna start creating like pitons, like mechanical pitons that he can step into his boots that sink into the ground. Chris, you'll appreciate
All right.
this. I'm thinking along the lines of a glitter boy, right? Where like the pitons sink into the ground, so it's a less of a chance of being blown off his boots when he does this thing. So
Nice.
All right. So you guys have arrived at the bar that you have been kind of hanging out at and staying at. Now, I wonder. I don't think it would be in here. Yeah, you guys can go right in. This is the first time I've dealt with doors and windows.
'cause the new doors that open, right?
Yes.
So Tinker walks in. Oh my god, this place is expansive, and it looks like there's some very colorful tables in here. Kevin, as I walk into this place, is there like a place to go to where our rooms are?
Nope.
No,
But there are
no,
stairs
isn't.
somewhere. Whatever. Magic. Fuck. Yeah, no, this is, it doesn't have actual stairs, which is funny because I have something else that it's like it did. You know what? We'll just say, They own both this place and the Purple House next door.
Oh, you know what? It's fine. I think that
No,
with that,
you're absolutely right. But I saw another one just like recently, where it's just like there were stairs,
so
and then this one too. All right, but yeah, no, that's funny.
Tinker will go up to the bar and kind of smile at whoever this patron is next to him, and by smile, like goblins have very sharp, very aggressive teeth. And he's like, "Hello," and if when the bartender looks at him, and it looks like the bartender's just sitting there like sagging on his arms, he's like,
I would like to buy a series of drinks for both myself and my friends.
Yeah, Tinker, I know.
All right. Well, give me. What do you have? You know what? What do you have? What's good? Surprise me. No. What do you have?
Same thing that we've had. Beer and wine.
Do you have any special beer?
Yup. I'll get you the special beer that you order every night.
No, I mean like more special than that.
No, this is even the more specialist one.
insight check. I'm legit trying to celebrate the fact that we just did a thing.
Okay.
And I get a 23.
All right, so yeah, you know that he's literally only got the 2, and I mean he's been putting up with you for 2 months. No, 6 months.
Well, I mean,
so like
putting up with, loving to associate
it's
with,
every night
whatever.
with this shit, and it's just like, yeah, you always ask about special beer, and I always just say, yup, we've got special beer, and then just pour you the beer, the regular beer.
I really don't like you, bartender Rex. Anyways, so yes, I would
It's
like
still
a beer.
Blorf, you ass.
Listen, shut your butt.
It's
Anyways,
been half a year.
I'll take 5 beers and shove it. Maybe I'll tip you. Whatever. Here.
Puts the coins down. What's 5 beers? What does 5 beers cost me? Probably 5 copper or 7,000 gold. I mean, somewhere between.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll say, well, 2 copper each.
All right,
So a silver.
10 total.
Yeah. And then he bursts that stuff out immediately for you. He just smashes through it. He is a true professional.
Right, he looks like it. He's just leaning on. But if everybody else is coming in the bar, Tinker takes the time to bring each of them a mug, and say,
You know, you could have done better, but you could have done worse. I'm glad we're alive, and also, I speak in verse.
They just throw their drinks on the floor.
Tony is not in the bar yet.
No,
She's
I did notice that. You know what?
Yeah, she's tending to the flower boxes that she planted on the outside of the bar, making sure that like no weeds have grown in there, and she's making them look their finest because that's what she's contributed to this
Tinker,
to the
wanders
decor of this
outside.
bar.
Tinker wanders
Can't
outside and sings the same verse to you, and laughs in the same way, and then goes back inside. But gives you a beer.
No, she
Village Druid at heart.
openly giggles at you, and you see really sincerely finds humor and enjoyment in your little verse.
I'm the best. You know I am.
And she cheers you and chugs the pint.
I just imagine this small old going next.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Just shakily bringing it up to her mouth and then just turning it upside down.
And then literally nanoseconds later being like, could I have another please?
Like when she brings the cup back down, you see in her face like real shit all of the sudden for a second, just like, you think this was a fucking challenge? And then it goes back to, oh, I'm just an old lady. What do I do?
Oh, where did that go?
So I know we can't speak to the rabbit, but
You can speak to the rabbit.
does everybody else take the beer and drink it? And I mean, like, I'm not saying that in a weird like I poisoned it way. I just mean like is this
Here,
like our?
here, drink
It
this
is
one.
yearly
Wait,
quarantine,
no,
though.
this one.
Have you met a goblin?
Hold on.
Met a goblin before? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Hold on, let me smell them first. Yeah, you can have both of them, just to be safe.
Yeah.
If you have a moment to have a beer, I mean, it's like the best thing ever. Also, I like to have a beer before I think and create. And by create, I mean, you know, build shit.
Hallucinate.
Well, that's what building is to me. I'm hallucinating reality into reality.
No, that's those wizards and shit. I use my
There's a
intelligence
wizard in
for
the room
other
like,
things.
No. You're making material things. You're not hallucinating. You know what? Whatever, man. Whatever. It's just a wizard in the corner yelling out, no. Whatever.
So one thing that I know I had put in a different game that I should have grabbed for this one, if people were interested, was there are some bar games that I had found at one point. If people were interested in trying some out.
Down.
People are interested. People are interested.
If I can show that old lady, she's so good.
If you consider halflings people, they are interested.
Yeah, if
So
you're not gonna
no
make
one's
small
interested
people
then.
references, I was just mad.
What the fuck?
What if I just copy all of it? That works. Oh, well, yeah, that's the wrong thing. A handout? Yeah, no.
I do have to say that my favorite thing about playing a goblin is the fury of the small racial ability, which is you just randomly, or well, not randomly, you get to pick, but once per day after a long rest, you can just be like, fuck you. You made me, as a small person, super mad, so I'm going to do 5 extra damage to you at no cost to me for actions or anything. That's my favorite. It's just, I'm like, this is amazing.
So filled with rage.
So dumb and so great.
I mean, ankles are just very, very vulnerable.
Okay,
so
the first game is what I'm going to play. I mean,
Okay.
it's called Goblin's Eye.
Why are you throwing what? You can throw darts at my face? What?
That's actually where it started. I'm surprised you're not offended by the racism.
I'm super offended.
Let's play!
Let's play this game so I can show you bitches who's real.
But yes, so I put those in. I linked it on the thing, and it's also in your journals. If you guys closed it out, if you have any interest in any of these, let me know. And we'll put maybe some money down. Maybe different things. So, but we had a call for Goblin's Eye, a game of darts. Each player puts an ante into the pot, and the DM matches. Players take turns rolling 1 d20 and 1 d6 at once, 3 times. The d20 determines what number they hit. The d6 determines where on that number they hit. For example, a 1 is the outer ring, a double, and 3 is the inner ring, which is triple. First player to 301 wins the pot. Okay, so this is like legit, like just go for it, actual game.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, so let's see what you got. Who's gonna play this game?
like I just imagine him like taking Tinker takes his forearm and like not just like back of your hand or your palm, like wiping your lips and being like, oh yeah, I've got a little beer on the side. He's just sort of like just draws it across his face, and he's like,
All right, I'm ready to play. Who's playing? Let's do this.
All right, let me open an Excel sheet. It was not. I remembered that these games existed, but not now. Get out of here, please. God, just let me type stuff.
I'm assuming cat. Yes.
No.
Oh. Okay.
Opening up Excel.
Oh. Because over the last 2 weeks.
Yes, it has been.
One of my cats has decided that a great move is not just to walk in the room and scream so everybody can hear him, but also to where the USB cord comes out of the tower and attaches to my headset. I should just walk on that and get that caught in my legs so that I rip it off of your head or rip your head to the side because it's attached to your head. And then just freak out because you're like, now I'm trapped. And I'm like, I have been playing with this setup for multiple years. How the tinker is this happening now? Like, what are we doing? Yes.
Just needed to get that out.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'll take it. I think my character would definitely be down for a game of darts.
I'm gonna beat you.
Okay.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Because you didn't want to give it up.
I just
I'm
don't
gonna
like
gold
the fact
down.
that
You want
she
to
would
put gold
be
down? Let's put gold down.
phenomenal with dexterity, and this doesn't take any of that into account.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that, and I was gonna say maybe do something like maybe a +1, or I was thinking maybe a +2 for the D20s. I mean, I was saying +2 because I was going half of where you guys are for Dex. Unless you're at a +5. Are you at a +5?
No, I'm at a 4.
For dexterity?
Yeah, Dex.
I'm at a 4.
Yeah. So I was going half
well, I
of
guess
that.
both of us have the same dexterity, so it wouldn't matter if we're just if me and Tom's character are competing against each other.
No, if it's just the two of us.
Well, it's not
100%.
exclusively.
Right.
So
Then
there
we
are.
just keep it even.
I'll play you for a gold.
Well, you guys, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some other people joining in.
Oh, okay. So then the people with +4 would get +2.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's see how quickly we can run through this without, not to take anything away from it, but first round, let's roll the 3d20s and then 3d6s.
What are we adding to 2 to?
The d20s.
Okay, so if I'm in if I'm in here and I do 3d20.
Shit, one guy.
And one person is doing all of their rolls at one time, correct?
So
you just went.
So this is two different guys. So it's
I'm
you
losing.
two and then two other guys.
No.
You know what? Before we even do anything, what are we? What's the ante? Because we've got
What's the ante?
5 gold each.
I said a gold. I'm not backing off after I rolled. So.
One gold. All right, cool. All right, so there's 4 gold on the table.
Okay. And Tom, I don't understand how you rolled a 9 when you rolled 3
No. Let me explain that to you. I rolled 3 d20s, and I rolled a 5, a 3, and a 1. And if you want to add 6 to that, I mean, you can if you want.
Yeah.
But because of a +2 to that, but that's only gonna get me to a 15. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, maybe.
So 15 is the number then that you hit.
No. I thought it was the D20
The
was.
D20 determines the number that you hit, and the
Oh.
D6 determines where that number you hit.
Yeah,
So, if
so you
hit the outer
you
ring,
hit-
inner ring, or
Oh
bullseye.
shit! Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought. So okay,
Exactly.
so I got a 5, a 3, and a
So
1.
you got a 7, a 5, and a 3.
a 7,
And now,
a 5,
because it's
and a
5
3.
plus 2, 3
Yep,
plus
and
2.
then I need to roll 3d6.
Yes.
All right, a 4, a 2, and a 5.
All right, so your first one is a 7, a double 7, so 14, a 5, a single 5,
So that's just 1 5.
and
2 3.
triple
Oh,
3,
triple.
I believe.
So that's 9.
Let's copy this. That's 22.
Triple 3. So I'm not saying no. Like I'm sorry.
Oh, for
The
that one in
the
particular.
total is 22.
3, yeah, it's triple 3. So, yeah, oops. No, it's 28.
20 equals 28. Okay. Cool. I was like, wait a minute. I just did math, and I think I'm right, but okay.
Most of the time, honestly.
Most of the time, I'm Mario. Oh, Jesus.
So 9, 9, 13.
Correct.
I feel like I just lost a gold.
18, 50. Okay, so after one round, we have NPC 1 at 42, Tinker at 28, Quinoa?
Quinoa?
Keone.
Quony. Rhymes with phony. Rhymes with phony.
Keone.
Quony.
Phony,
Okay.
Keone. Macaron.
Quony is sitting at an 86.
Wow.
And NPC 2 with his 2 bullseyes took an early lead at 115. So yeah, 115, 86, 42, and 28.
I love how you did it again. That's great. Thanks for reminders.
Yes.
But yep.
Yes. So Mr. 28, why don't you want to go first?
Whew. All right, I'm going to try it. So 3d20. Let's see what we get. 3d20. Boop. +2 on this. Better rolls, maybe. Oh, you motherfucker. All right, I'll take it. All right, 35, 37, 39, 41.
Okay. Roll the 3d6s.
Nice.
Oh, shit. Okay, so that's 50. That is 32. And 5. 15. All right. Second place, NPC 1.
Wait. What was the total? I'll math it up from first round to second round.
You're at 125.
With the additional of 28 from the first round?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I've just got an Excel spreadsheet taking care of it.
Yeah, I didn't know if you need me to add it up. So cool. All right.
Ooh, rough. Easy for me though. 12. Ooh, wow. That's He's still keeping up. So that brought him from whatever he was at to 111. Next up is Quony.
Maybe you need to go work for the Pariti.
412-4. So 8. It's 20. And that one is 4. That brings you to 118. All right, let's see. Is this guy gonna do anything? Ugh. Maybe some 6s. Oh my Jesus Christ. That guy has gotten 4 bullseyes so far.
What a dick.
Yeah, kind of. He's sitting at 229.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he's got... Alright, so here's what he got the first round. He got a bullseye, 15. Then the next round, 14, bullseye. And those are worth 50 each. So he's doing well. Honestly, I thought he was going to do poorly that round because of the two twos that he got. But he made up for those. But,
Okay.
Alright, so now NPC 1 is low, and I'm playing it in golf rules, which furthest away, they go first. Alright, that's a big start. Let's see, can he finish it off? See what's going on, Cotton. You piece of shit.
Bold move, Cotton. Bold move.
What's that? 38, 18, and 5. 172. Next up, Tinker passed Quony, so Quony starts second. Oh.
Oh, shoot. Oh, it kind of averages out right there. Oh, no, again.
All right. I don't. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go with it. No. 44, 1, and then 203. Right now, was able to pull off. I mean, you're in good shape, but you also have had 3 of. Actually, most people have gotten. We've got NPC 1 has 3 times where he's gotten a single-digit score. Tinker has had 2, and you also have had 3. But that brings up Tinker, sitting at 125.
Currently, yep. So, all right. So, 3 D20s. 2, 3. Boop. With the +2 to this. Come on. All right. They're all above 10. So, yeah.
That seems.
10 or above.
Whew.
All right. And then here comes my 3D6s. I see a 5. I see a 6. I see a 4. Nice.
Oh, jeez. All right, so the 6. That is another bullseye. Fortunately, it was on the 18, but that's all right. 5, so that means that's triple, so that's 30. bringing to 205. 11 and 4. That's a double. So 22. So 227.
All right.
Bringing you 2 points shy of the NPC 2 who is currently going up.
All right. As long as they don't lose to the old lady.
Don't lose to the old lady. Just saying.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was at 297, then he got another bullseye. I mean, he got 2 bullseyes every round.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Jesus.
Always gotta be one.
I mean, and yes, that was a smaller one of the D6 rather than, the criticals and stuff, but damn. So yeah, NPC 2 takes that one. You don't get to swindle all of the NPCs.
Tinker goes,
I appreciate a good challenge. Yeah.
and he puts his money in, and so we lost a gold.
Yeah. All right. Was there anything else anyone wanted to do before turning in for the night?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep playing some games. We don't have to roleplay it, but I'll be drinking and playing some games before I turn in.
Could Tinker just make perception or insight or whatever to see if there was anybody in our bar that is like paying overt attention to us, like being very aware of doing, whereas this is the place that we've been staying, kind of thing. Like we know the regulars, we know
Yeah.
the people who are like, let's play. I'm just thinking, can Tinker just be like, is there anybody that sticks out, kind of thing?
Absolutely. And you can, while things are going on, you can periodically do that and just keep kind of checking here, there, and all over the place. But you guys aren't completely oblivious. But, even as you're actively making the checks and stuff, you don't sense anything.
Okay. All right. I apologize. I didn't.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. So, but yeah. Okay. Cool. And so, if Tinker feels like that's the case, like he will legitimately come up to the person who just won the dart game and be like,
I gotta come back and get that gold from you next time. Good job, brother.
and like slap him right on the butt. And the guy's like, oh wait, that's weird. He's like,
I'm going to bed. All right, bye, everybody.
and he's
Yeah.
just like,
Next time, we'll see. Maybe I'll continue hitting all those bullseyes. See you later, Tinker.
Later. All right, bye. Bye.
Is anyone else? You just kind of playing and drinking until the end of the night, or anything specific?
Nothing specific.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
doing anything besides that. I'm just gambling and drinking.
Yeah, just time to rest.
I'm not arm wrestling. No,
Yes.
I'm not doing that game.
Right.
Maybe when I get my fucking belt, then that would be badass. But until
Right.
then,
When I cover my one weakness stat. All right. Well,
and I
in that
also
case,
am very interested in the cheat game specifically.
which one is that one?
That's where I get
Let's
to
see.
lie.
Cheat. Game of bluffing puts an ante into the pot. Each player starts with 5d6 and 1 cup, which is used to conceal rolls from all the players. By rolling one die to determine who goes first. After looking at the numbers they've rolled, the first player offers an opening bid to the group. You have 2 2s. You could start there, or you could predict. There are a total of 3 2s, including your own. The next player makes a bid. I mean, this would definitely be fun. It's a bullshit sort of game.
Yeah, it's like bullshit, exactly.
Higher total amount of D4s or the same amount of 3s. Okay. Oh, yeah. So you just add either to the 2s or the 3s. I mean, absolutely, if people were interested in that. Or if you were just trying to play it. But, I mean, I assume we'd want to play.
I mean, no, I definitely don't want to keep anybody from playing, the actual Dungeons and Dragons game. But that's probably what my character would be.
Okay.
She would be playing that. We don't have to, as I said, we don't have to go play it.
Okay. All right. So throughout that, you guys are able to heal. You get a long rest.
Oh, thank goodness I took some abuse back there in that battle. Oh my goodness.
All right. And then as you guys, I assume, are coming back in for breakfast. Unless anyone's skipping out or anything like that.
You mean from our purple house?
Exactly. Nighttime, daytime. So you guys come in here, and Blorf, the bartender, is there, and he said, "A message for you." Came in, and he slips you a note.
Who's you?
So that's a good question that I forgot to ask, is who came in first?
Me.
All
Early
right.
bird gets the worm.
Yeah. All right, so it's a note. So this note explains that there is a certain person that for 50 gold a night, so with your team specifically, it would be 10 gold per person. For protecting this person, he currently needs to be bailed out of jail and taken to there are 2 spots that he needs to be taken to over the next 2 days, and you will be getting 10 gold each per day.
What did he do to get his ass thrown in jail?
Are you asking the letter?
No, I'm just thinking out loud.
So, okay, it is 10 gold each for us.
So it's for 2 days, and so it will be 20 gold each.
Okay. And that he has to be bonded out of jail, or he has to be broken out of jail?
The letter says that everything is taken care of. You just need to pick him up and pay the fee.
Oh, so we do have to bond him. We have to pay. And is that fee, does that come with the letter, or we're digging into our own pockets for that?
The letter does not say, but it does say that everything is handled. So it does not specify whether or not you are going to have to pay what out of your own pocket or not. Just that everything is handled. But that it's not really clear in that way.
And what's
Does
the
the
name?
letter have a name?
Yeah.
Who we're bailing out?
Yeah, and who wrote the letter? Both.
It just specifies that it is a bard and it is signed at the bottom, Mr. F.
Oh, so the person we're bailing out is a bard? It's just, that's it? That's what we get? It's a bard in jail?
That's most of what the letter is describing to you.
Okay.
But it does say that it will be all set.
I asked the barkeep if he knows who dropped this off.
I didn't see who it was. It was just already sitting there and it just said roar on the envelope. Let's see. Jail. So you guys, just so you guys have an idea, because you know where it was talking about, but now so that you as the players know. The jail that was mentioned is right here. And the two places so this is the jail, this is the first tavern, and then the second is over here.
We're at the Rusty Sailor, so we'd have to go to Goyden territory
Yes.
to the jail.
Yes. And it's not like there's a... You guys still feel like there is a kind of tension-y sort of feeling, rather than straight up aggression sort of stuff. And where you guys aren't committed to anyone or any sort of thing yet, it's not kind of boiling over, and it's not like if you guys moved into anywhere, but it is getting to the point where its sides like lines in the sand are about to be drawn sort of thing. And I mean, as you saw last night, people are making some apparently big moves, whether that's, you know, in just word or also in actual deed remains to be seen. But
real power plays, as it were.
potentially. So what is everyone thinking?
Any that we can't figure out who sent it? Any of our rogues see any hidden text on there? Something in thieves can't. Maybe you put on your glasses.
So, one thing that you would recognize, that there does seem to be an official stamp.
See anything in the stamp, Keone? Nothing like that. Alright.
I didn't know who this Bard is that's in jail.
Is it a crest that we might have seen around at a time?
So, yeah, give me a history. Nah, yeah. History. Yes. You feel like this is a legitimate crest that comes from kind of the what has been the figurehead power up in this area, all in here, and also just to move you guys there, in this centralized location on the dock, which is where basically the figurehead royalty has been basically set up and everything like that. Any kind of move, even with the Parunti before, this was still kind of the figurehead area. It was more controlled by the Parunti just because they had all of the outer area there of the port city, and because of that they had more influence on the center of it. But you know that seems like the symbol of the central powers at B in the middle of the city.
I know that a lot of us had the idea that what if we were to help this recently fallen power? I can't remember if we knew how the rule was, or if it's something that we were in favor of them falling because we didn't like them, or if this is a chance to, instead of it being like the Empire, they go down to like First Order, and then maybe we can restore the Empire and be higher up. Is that something that is on the table, or is it, no, we want to help one of these out groups take over because the Prunti were shitty?
Well, so basically at the moment, the Parunti had more power than any, as far as you can tell, than any of the current groups. So the Nunarem, the Goiden, and the Theodar would not be able to have stood against the Parunti. And these guys in the middle are... That's kind of more of a... The Parunti, Nunarem, Goiden, Theodar, all of these guys are more city-based, whereas the guys in the middle have, if anything goes out of line or askew, they have kind of countrywide basis, where there are large amounts of resources that could be thrown towards this.
Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Is it more like they were the peacekeepers, like an actual like official government that has fallen, and now these gangs are taking over?
No, they were basically like gangs too. But it was one gang that had controlled everything, and it controlled all of the under the scenes and under everything so much that they even had their fingers into the bigger areas in the center there. But with that kind of falling apart, it's not as unified in the center towards any given faction.
So the jail, like there is like another like lawful faction that is, you know, even though the Perunti might be the what's it called? The Perunti might be the like underworld network, like we're
Yep.
you know saying, but there's still like a surface government
Yes.
here. That,
Yes.
Okay. And that is this like an outpost of a nation, of like an even larger nation, or is it like this is the entire nation that
No,
we know?
this is like a smaller, like you said, outpost sort of part of a nation.
Okay. What is? Do you have a name for that nation?
I haven't put that. I don't have the map and stuff together, but
Okay.
Let me put. So. Trust.
And is there like what kind of order is it? Is there one figurehead like a king, or is it like because it's just a small outpost, it's like more of a thane or mayor, or like what's the highest ranking thing here?
In here, it's a good question because I want to say it's kind of like the equivalent of maybe like a duke sort of thing.
Okay. Duke rules. Okay.
Now,
So-
everyone is aware that the Perunti were able to control the Duke, but no one is in the position to be able to pull that off at the moment with all of the seizing for power and trying to see, is it going to be us? Is it any of that sort of stuff? But this Duke was, you know, like the Duke might have an amount of power that would be something where it's like they might be able to have the strongest force potentially at the moment, even with everyone divided. Obviously, if anything happens drastic where anything else has to come in, you know, that if a big force comes in, it's just one city versus how much. So that's kind of a spot that you put yourself into, but they were kind of being used as figureheads by the Perunti before.
Okay.
Gotten a little bold. So with that being said, are there any other questions? And if not, what is the plan? You got a letter that, based on your knowledge of the history of the town and how everything's going, and your inspection of the letter, this could be kind of a step in towards the center of the city, the one that doesn't even have necessarily a faction because they are their own sort of separate power, but also not a power to be ignored. You can also look out for, you can put words out if you're trying to meet with anyone with any specific faction. I know you guys had talked about, I believe, the Nunarem and the Goiden. You do have that thing in a couple days with the Nunarem, and then the Goiden. I don't know if you guys had been thinking about that before. I believe there was talk about it, but if you guys wanted to kind of put some words out to try and meet with someone more than just a figurehead or a thug on the street for them, you can put some word out for that, again, as you guys are a sought out group. There's also the Theodore, which is basically where you guys are staying. But that, you can always change taverns. Any thoughts on next?
It's difficult because we only met the Nunarem guy, and then that's in 2 more days. We have this letter from the Perunti, but I think that we hold off till we save the bard, because if the Perunti want them, then maybe we can recruit him later, or get this bard later, and then I kind of want to see if we can make contact with the other guys.
My first thought, I just want to clarify, because I know I said 3 days and then 2 days. I wasn't taking into account for you guys sleeping. When I meant that, it was so that, and you don't have to necessarily do this. I just want it to be clear that those next 2 days are when performances are scheduled. So basically tonight there's one scheduled here, and then the next night we'll do this one instead. Tonight there's one scheduled here, and then the next night there's one scheduled here, and then the night after that is when the full moon will be.
Performances for
the bard.
The bard. I thought the bard was in jail.
Yes.
The bard's in jail.
Yes.
There's 2 performances at these bars.
Yes.
And the Perunti want him out, and we're choosing.
Well, not the Perunti, but someone in the official area, because the Perunti were kind of like the Nunarem, the Goiden, and the Theodore combined. Like the Perunti had all of the outside, whereas the Duke and the nobility of the city are up here in the center area, which weren't the Perunti. So they were being controlled by the Perunti towards the end there.
Okay. And so, based off the history check, what I got, some person higher stature from that area, this one, wants the bard out, and he's supposed to perform at those 2 bars.
Yes.
And what was the payment again?
20 gold each. 10 gold for each person for each night.
Alright. I guess we can at least inspect it. And do we have any estimate on how difficult this might be? Like, being that everything's in chaos, I'm guessing the walled area is the most concern. The rich ones, keeping security there, and then the city being broken up into gangs. Is the security not as tight, or is it even tighter?
See, I'm more concerned with like a whole smoking aces kind of thing, that we sit there and go pick this guy up and we have everybody in the world freaking gunning for him.
Yeah, that's what my initial thought was too, that maybe we shouldn't get him out until we figure out his importance to each of these gangs, but I'm not sure if he's wanted for that reason. I'm not exactly sure.
So, I mean, yeah, you don't really know anything about him. So, I mean, I don't know if you were talking. I know, TJ, you had said potentially checking it out, maybe seeing what the case is, and maybe not. Where are you guys thinking? Because yeah, these are all possibilities. And now the security, like you said, if the question about security, you guys have noticed that mostly there isn't really, I shouldn't say a lack of security. There are, like you said, thugs. There are more kind of people around the palace here, but there hasn't been too much violence. That being said, you guys noticed that there wasn't really too much of a response to yesterday's attack and your defense of yourself during the attack. So take that for what you will.
I don't think it could hurt to check it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
All right. Well, in that case, we will take you guys and we will move you to be picked up for next week. No, I didn't want to get that. At the jail.
Sounds good.
This is the plan.
All right, perfect. Then we will see you guys next week. And
Night all.
yeah.
Alright. Thanks.
Later.
Later.
Later.